Cessna's NGP POC was a focal point of Cessna's display at Sun 'n Fun 07. The Next Generation Piston proof-of-concept design is not representative of a final product, but we asked Vice President of Sales for propeller aircraft John Doman to explain some of NGP's unique attributes and motivations behind the new design.
Cessna's wanted to look at bringing a new line of single-engine airplanes to the market that incorporate the latest technologies and all that we've learned about making almost 190,000 airplanes since we started 80 years ago. The NGP airplane, as you can see, is primarily made out of composites. We think that there's some advantages in producing airplanes out of composites from a manufacturing standpoint. Also from an appearance and aerodynamic standpoint, you're able to develop very nice contour curves and a smooth finish that appeals to customers today. And we think it's a great looking airplane. The other element that's quite apparent from the proof of concept is the fully cantilevered wings, less drag, and easier entry into the cabin, and less problems with icing. People have noticed as they've seen the NGP POC fly over is a slight forward sweep of the wing. Our design engineers are looking at this concept that provides the advantage of being able to move the root of the wing further back, so it's easier to get in and out of the airplane, while at the same time keeping the center of lift on the wing fairly far forward, which helps with the handling and stall characteristics in the center of gravity of the airplane. A lot of people ask us about the engine that will power the next generation piston airplanes for Cessna, and the answer is we haven't made a decision, but we're looking at all the different alternatives that exist today. There are some exciting things happening with engine technology, specifically in the area of diesel engines that burn Jet A. So while this NGP POC airplane has a Lycoming engine in it and it's performing very nicely, we're also looking at what alternatives might exist in the area of diesel engines. As far as the interior is concerned, our targets are to make the interior as comfortable and useful in terms of ergonomics as we see in today's modern automobiles. It's actually designed right now so that it can fit up to 3 people in the back seat. There'll be 3 sets of seat belts, at least as we envision it in our plans, so that you could take, say, a couple children and an adult in the back seat. The other unique design feature of this POC airplane is that we've got 2 forward doors for the crew, and then we have a full-size rear door to greatly facilitate entry and exit for the rear seat passengers, as well as a very large baggage door. So getting in and out of this airplane and loading things into the airplane is one of its real virtues. That's one of the things that people like about Cessnas.
Note that the 3-door NGP proof-of-concept airplane shown here is a test aircraft. Interior is not an indication of what production models might look like. Designs, from switch layouts to upholstery, are being evaluated.
This airplane has a center stick, which is liked by a lot of pilots. It gets the control yoke out of the view of the G1000 and the rest of the instrument panel. It opens up the cockpit and the visibility. But a center stick can have some issues in terms of getting in and out of the airplane, so we're looking at what our alternatives there are. We're also evaluating our traditional yoke, which has been in Cessnas for years, as well as a side stick, and which one makes the most sense.
After 126 hours of testing, Cessna engineers are refining the aerodynamic design and systems of the NGP. Performance figures and goals for the aircraft remain unspoken. This proof-of-concept aircraft is powered by a normally aspirated 315 horsepower Lycoming IO 580, but as Doman mentioned, that may change. As for its construction, flight surfaces comprise the bulk of aluminum on the NGP proof-of-concept aircraft, while most major airframe components are made of composites. Cessna says it's likely that the final configuration will be a hybrid of composite and aluminum, which optimizes the available technology. All points are still open to change, and Doman reinforced this function of the NGP.
The nice thing about having a proof-of-concept airplane and a clean sheet of paper is that you can look at all the various alternatives and pick the one that best suits the airplane and the needs of our customer.
Cessna's launch decision on these aircraft are expected later this year. Pricing is still an unknown. Stay tuned.